in soccer since I was 5 years old. Started with Upward and then started with the Leo middle school teams and then started playing high school and decided that soccer was my sport. I further wanted to play travel and I decided to play with Sport Club. College soccer has been a dream for me since freshman and sophomore year of high school. I went to the Manchester University ID camp and I really liked it. Their team is very young. They have a lot to look forward to. They're big on family and that's what I really like. The last couple months have been very critical, battling through both my surgery and my other injury. I've worked with Mike at Parkview Athletic Rehab to strengthen my knee. The EDGE program makes me better as a soccer player because soccer comes with strength and with the agility, change of direction. I've become a faster runner. Tiffany has helped me become a better person in general. She's helped me throughout my injuries and she's one of my #1 supporters. PSM has been very beneficial with making sure I'm still healthy and becoming more healthy and that made me drive to be better at soccer. I'm very happy from where I came.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Emerson Weaver from Leo High School and Empowered Volleyball Academy. I first picked up a volleyball, I was probably like 8. I started playing club because my best friend did it, especially going into my late middle school years. I started training hard and now I'm playing high school and I love it and I'm playing beach and I love it and it's amazing because I get the best of both worlds. For the past 2 years, I really focused on beach and that's really where I kind of want to go with my future. At Empowered, we've done specific sports performance training with PSM and it's really just helped us grow as athletes. I notice it, I'm jumping higher, I'm running faster. It's just really helped me overall. It's insane how much of a better athlete I've become, being able to lift and do all those different movements and I can really just notice it as a club. It's truly helping us all the way around as volleyball players. It's just been super beneficial.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
PSM is not just for me, it's for all athletes in the city because I'm not the only person in the city that's playing different sports. There's people that play golf, lacrosse, every type of sport in there. I like how it's just personalized. So like your sport, over the winter and most of the summer, I think I focused on putting on weight, putting on more muscle. That'll help in all aspects of football, being able to defeat blocks, tackle, and prevent injuries more. I'm way stronger in other like mental aspects of the game, my approach at the plate, how to play different hitters and all that type of stuff that goes into the game. But once August came around, then it was full football mode. It was kind of cool to get that first football offer, and it also shows people around the area that I'm something other than just a baseball player.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
day one, it was basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, gaining some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mark Davidson Court in this edition of high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Thad Goff. Brenna Spooler is our camera operator for tonight. And the matchup tonight, as you can see, is the Braves of Blackhawk Christian versus the Knights of Norwell. That's right, the Knights have taken, they've taken the half-hour bus ride to come here to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and play the Braves. Norwell is 3-1 on the season under ninth-year head coach Mike McBride. Also got experience as the head coach at Churubusco and Triton. And Norwell got off to a bit of a slow start earlier this year when they lost on the road to Carroll, but they've bounced back from that with wins against Mississinewa, Oak Hill, and Bishop Dwenger. But tonight might just be their toughest test of the season thus far. Of course, Carroll was a tough test. 6-5 are the Chargers, I do believe, and they haven't played that many games. The Chargers are 2-2. It's the Lady Chargers who are 6-5. But that Charger team certainly could very well prove to be a test as the year goes on. This Blackhawk Christian team is going to be a test for Norwell. Now, Mike McBride, I mentioned, is the head coach. Up until last year, he and the Knights had been coming off back-to-back years of 20 wins or more. They went 14-10 a year ago. Make that 14-9 a year ago. However, this year, the lineup is very guard-heavy.
Rise as we welcome the Norwell Knights with the playing of their school song.
We're going to have the Norwell school song here, so that's what the pause was for. I mentioned Mike McBride is the head coach. His sons are the leading scorers on this Norwell team. Adam McBride is the leading scorer, averaging 13.5 points per game. Josh McBride, a freshman, averaging 11.2 per game, and Nick McBride, a sophomore, averaging 11 per game on the year. So they're keeping in the family, Norwell is. Now on the varsity roster, it only shows 7 players listed, but Norwell does plan to dress all of their JV guys. We'll see if those guys get into the ball game tonight. Norwell plays motion offense, a lot of man mixed with zone on the defensive side. Now this Blackhawk Christian team, they've been good in the Northeast Indiana area for quite a long time. You think back to those 2 state championships that they won under head coach Mark Davidson. They have since won a 3rd state championship under head coach Matt Roth. That was in his first season just 2 years ago. And during that season, the Braves were able to defeat Linton to win the state championship down in Indy. That helped them capture their third state title in school history for boys basketball. Blackhawk Christian, you will not be surprised, is led by their big man. That's been common around here. Kellen Pickett is a leading scorer. He averages 20 points per game. They do bring in some new talent this year. Briggs Pardon transfers over from Carroll. He's a junior, averaging 11.8 points per game. Bryce and Drake Sefton are also players to watch out for. Now, those guys are averaging under 10 points per game, but those are some guys who can shoot it from the outside and who can score via dribble penetration. In fact, I believe both those guys are the brothers of Gage Sefton, the former Blackhawk Christian star, was a part of that state championship team just 2 years ago. But Pickett, he's the dominant force on the inside, averages 20 points per game, 13 rebounds per game, and he's 6'10", easily the tallest man on the floor tonight, whether you're talking about Blackhawk Christian or Norwell. But, of course, he suits up for the Blackhawk Christian Braves. And now here come the Braves as they enter in front of their home crowd. Well, if you've never been here to Mark Davidson Court, it's a small gym, but they fill it up when the Blackhawk Christian boys basketball team takes the court. They love their Braves around here, and they've had a lot to love, especially lately. As I mentioned, the Braves have won those 3 state championships. They're looking to put together another great run this season. Well, right now I'll go ahead and let you know what the coaches have said coming into this particular game. First, we'll read you what head coach Matt Roth of the Blackhawk Christian Braves said coming into this game. Regarding Norwell, he said, quote, "Norwell is a great test for our ball club. Coach McBride always has his teams playing to the best of their abilities. It is a unique challenge in playing a team with 4 sons of a head coach on the roster. I have a ton of respect for Norwell and their athletic department. They make high school athletics great. It should be a great night of basketball on Coach Davidson Court," end quote. Again, those are the words from head coach Matt Roth in my email conversation with him leading up to this game. Also was able to reach out to Norwell head coach Mike McBride. Just a second, we'll let you know what he had to say regarding this game. He had to say, and I quote, "Blackhawk is a very good team that is well coached. They have a lot of guys that can score the basketball, and they are very good on the offensive boards. Our ability to take care of the ball and be efficient on offense will be important. Defensively, we have to be really good, and we will have to be great with our rebounding," end quote. Again, those are the words of head coach Mike McBride of the Norwell Knights coming into this game. Well, I read you Matt Ross' email quote saying that McBride has 4 sons on the roster. I believe he currently has 3 on the roster. He had an older son who graduated, from Norwell not too long ago. That was Luke McBride, who I believe also played football and baseball in addition to what he did on the basketball court as well. Well, we're getting close to the start of this game between Blackhawk Christian and Norwell. We'll go ahead and get an award from 1, maybe 2 sponsors while we have a chance. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. New state-of-the-art car wash facilities, free car washes when you buy from Kelly Automotive, shopdrivekelly.com. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers. Let's go ahead and get that fixed there. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Well, in just a moment, they're going to have the pregame prayer followed by the national anthem here at Mark Davidson Court. We're going to keep it right here as they give the pregame prayer and the national anthem.
Welcome to Blackhawk Christian High School for tonight's high school basketball contest featuring our guests, the Knights of Norwell High School, under the direction of head coach Mr. Mike McBride, and your Blackhawk Christian Braves, guided by head coach Mr. Matt Roth in his 3rd season. At this time, please welcome our cheer squad for a special presentation. Joel Cotton. Blackhawk Christian School is pleased to sponsor this athletic contest. As a Christian school, we value the need for good sportsmanship and remind everyone that high school athletics is an educational event. In keeping with the spirit and intent of intercollegiate athletics, we ask all players, coaches, and spectators to cheer in a positive manner for their team, show respect for their opponents, and honor the decisions made by the officials. Please maintain appropriate behavior at all times so that together we can bring honor to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Would you please rise for a word of prayer followed by our national anthem.
Please pray with us. God, we are grateful for this evening. Thank you for bringing Norwell here. We pray for both teams, both Norwell and Blackhawk Christian. We pray that the players would give their best efforts tonight and that our actions and attitudes would bring you glory in everything that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And with that, we'll have the announcement of the starting lineup, starting with the Norwell Knights.
Against tonight's contest, let's meet. Our starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Norwell Knights. He wears number 2, standing 6'1". He's a senior guard, Owen Wallace. Number 4 is a 5'10" senior guard, Kerry Riley. Number 12 is a 6'2" senior guard, Adam McBride. Number 22 is a 6'2" freshman guard, Josh McBride. And number 24 is a 5'11" sophomore guard, Nick McBride. And now, the starting lineup for your Blackhawk Christian Braves. He wears number 2, he stands 6'2", he's a junior guard, Briggs. Wearing number 3, he's a 6'3" freshman forward, Drake Sutton. The man in the middle wears number 4, he stands 6'10". He's a senior forward, Calvin Pickett. Wearing number 23 is a 6'4" senior guard, Bryce Sutton. Running out of your lineup from the senior class, who wears number 30, stands 6'3" guard, Luke Mansfield.
Well, those are your starters here at Mark Davidson Court as we are just about ready to get underway. By the way, if you missed what was going on before they did the pregame prayer, the cheerleaders came over and handed athletic director Joel Cotton a birthday cake. And then they sang him happy birthday. So And I got to admit, I did not know that today was Joel's birthday, or perhaps that he had recently celebrated one, but they just celebrated his birthday here in the gym, so happy birthday, Joel. Braves start out with the basketball. It's Briggs Pardon, the Carroll transfer, younger brother of former Chargers star Jackson Pardon. Coming over to Blackhawk Christian. Pickett gets his first touch. Feed to Pardon. Pardon hanging, scores the basketball. Briggs Pardon on the board as Blackhawk Christian brings some full court pressure. Gary Riley will beat that across the timeline for Norwell. He gets it to Nick McBride, the sophomore guard. One of 3 sons of Mike McBride playing on the Norwell roster tonight. Blackhawk student section decked out in Christmas gear. Of course, it is Christmas time. Just about 11 days we'll be celebrating Christmas Day. As Wallace has it, feeds that one off to Riley. Adam McBride gets the feed. That's Riley for 3. Got it! And the Knights answer and take the lead. The McBride brothers are the top 3 scorers on this Norwell team, but Riley gets them started. Pardon can hit from the outside. They work it inside to Bryce Sefton. His shot bounces in, and the Braves retake the lead. There's that pressure again, but Norwell handles it well. They go back to Nick McBride. None of the McBride brothers have taken a shot yet, but of course this is only the second possession of the game for Norwell. Mostly man-to-man defense by the Braves. McBride feeds that one to McBride. That was Josh McBride who caught the pass. And now Owen Wallace lets it fly, and he hits a 3. Back-to-back threes for the Knights to start this one off, and we're going back and forth. Pickett calls for it inside. He's matched up with Gary Riley. Well, not really matched up. It's a 3-2 zone that Norwell's playing, and now here's Pickett away from the basket as Sefton fires a 3. Good three-point shooter, but he missed that one. And back the other way comes Adam McBride, leading scorer for these Knights. Riley was thinking about the 3. Well, that 2-3 zone, or in this case 3-2 zone, is something that can help take a big man away from the paint. You saw Pickett leak out to the wing on that last Blackhawk possession. McBride met by Mansfield. Riley had space for a moment. Man-to-man defense by the Braves, and that one's thrown right to Bryce Sefton. Pickett lobs it inside. Pardon hangs and scores. Impressive bucket by Briggs Pardon. Pardon with 2 early points for the Braves. And this game is tied at 6. That last possession for Norwell, that was the first stop that Blackhawk has gotten in this game. McBride able to get it away from trouble as Pardon was guarding him. Wallace wanted the catch and shoot, instead feeds it off, or check that was Riley who fed Wallace. Wallace out on the wing, finds Riley. He's hit 1-3 already, not that time. Battle for the loose ball, won by Sefton. Pardon down the floor. Zips it to the outside. That's Drake Sefton for 3, and he comes up short. Knocked into the hands of Adam McBride. We remain tied at 6. Norwell with 2 early threes. 1 on each of their first 2 possessions as Riley has it with Sefton on him. McBride uses the screen from Riley. Long pass up top to Wallace. He's hit a 3 already in this game. We're down to 3:20 left to go in this first period. Fast move in first quarter here at Mark Davidson Court. Riley back over to McBride. Wallace lets it fly. He had all kinds of space, and that's what can happen when you get that kind of space. Wallace, his second three of the game. Mansfield looking for Pickett, gets it to him. Tough catch there on the baseline. Sefton fakes the three. Left-handed pass over to Drake Sefton, and his three is good. The freshman Drake Sefton knocking it down from beyond the arc. And now some pressure again by Blackhawk, but again, Norwell's able to beat it. The press hasn't really fazed Norwell in this game. All their points coming from beyond the arc as Sefton gets his hand in the cookie jar. Falling away, no good, but the putback goes, and it's Drake Sefton. Drake helps his big brother out. Oh, very close to the baseline is Wallace, and he ran out of real estate. Back-to-back turnovers forced by these Braves. Kellen Pickett can hit from the outside, but he missed that one. Out of bounds, they're going to say Norwell ball. Not much argument from Matt Roth over there on the sideline, although you could have argued that a foul should have been called against the Knights, but it was not. Matt Roth played at IU under head coach Tom Crean. He was there during the year 2012. I can't remember if he graduated in the spring of 2012 or if he started his senior season in the fall of 2012. Oh, good pass. Mansfield down low. Couldn't finish. Putback won't go for Pickett. It's Pardon who grabs the board. His shot won't fall. A lot of chances around the rim for the Braves. They come up empty. We've got 1:27 on the clock here at Davidson Court. Riley on the wing. They get it back to McBride. Josh McBride, the freshman, has it. Been held scoreless so far. It's 3 threes for Norwell. That's what's gotten them on the board and ultimately kept them in this ball game. On the defensive side, Norwell's used a lot of zone defense, and it looks as though Blackhawks in some zone defense right now. That's Pickett who comes out to guard Wallace. Down to 42 seconds. It looks like Norwell's going to hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Wallace. With Pickett on him. Diving effort. Out of bounds. Adam McBride ran out of room. Ryan Thornton will check into the game for Norwell. And that's Bryce Lacrosse coming into the game for Blackhawk. 27 seconds, and now Blackhawk can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Norwell in a 2-3 zone as Mansfield runs into some trouble, and that's nearly stolen, and now it is stolen. And a foul is called right after the steal as Wallace came up with it.
Blackhawk foul is called number 2, Briggs Pardon.
Briggs Pardon is called for the foul. With 13.1 seconds to go in this first quarter, that's the first foul on either team. Norwell another chance to tie or take the lead before the first quarter ends. Oh, nice cut. McBride is fouled by Pickett as he closes in on him. 4.7 to go. And Adam McBride will go to the free throw line. That's back-to-back fouls by the Braves.
Foul is called on number 4, Kellen Pickett. That's his first, second at the line for the Knights. Number 12, Adam McBride, shooting 2.
McBride has not gotten on the board yet in this game and doesn't do so there. Still get one more free throw as Mike McBride gets ready to send Gary Riley in. And he will come into the game and take the place of Owen Wallace. McBride's second free throw is good. Here comes Pardon down the floor. Oh, dangerous pass. Sefton got it off. He got it! Are you kidding me? Bryce Sefton at the first quarter buzzer. Bryce Sefton, a sharp shooter, closes it out with a huge three, and we'll come back for the second quarter in a moment.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Well, we've got a replay to show you, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. How about this shot by Bryce Sefton? Two men in his face. He didn't really have time to set his feet either, but still knocked it down. And you look at the way he was going to the sideline there, is like almost like, I guess that was a good shot. Something like that. It was definitely a good shot from Sefton. And the Braves lead at 14-10. McBride feeds it over to Nick McBride, the sophomore. Riley's hit a three already in this ball game. All the field goals for Norwell have been threes, as Adam McBride drives and feeds it to Nick. Riley took a long time before he did anything with the ball. Riley with the backdoor cut. Riley has space. He's hit 1-3 already in this game. Pull-up three, Josh McBride, a little bit long. And Briggs Pardon has the board for Blackhawk. Oh, behind the back dribble. Pardon to the cup. Count it, and one.
Number 2, Briggs Pardon. He'll be at the line shooting one after foul.
How about that behind the back dribble by Briggs Pardon? The shot was impressive enough, but the behind the back dribble was really good. And how about this rebound too? Hopefully we'll have time to show that to you. If not after this free throw, then a little bit later. Blackhawks going to bring some pressure, so we'll keep it right here. The Knights beat that pressure as McBride comes across the timeline. That's Adam McBride. Going to hear the name McBride a lot in this game. Right now, Adam is the only McBride who's actually on the scoreboard, and that's from the free throw line. We saw Josh McBride attempt a three on the last possession, but he could not get it to go. Riley had a little trouble with it. Looking for help, and he finds it. That's Nick McBride. Coming up on 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. McBride in the paint, feeds it outside to Wallace. Riley from the wing, in and out, batted around, out of bounds, Blackhawk ball. Well, we'll give Josh McBride an A for effort as he hustled after that loose ball, but could not secure a possession. Here's a look at that play by Briggs Pardon. First of all, this rebound with a man right in front of him, he secures it, and that behind the back dribble to allow himself to get to the basket and hit the shot. Three ball by Lacrosse is good. Bryce Lacrosse, the freshman. And again, Norwell hasn't really been all that fazed by Blackhawks' pressure. But in the half-court defense, Blackhawk has been able to make things happen. That was Kellen Pickett making things happen. And a foul called on the other end. Block shot by Kellen Pickett, first of his for this game.
Norwell fouls called number 4,
Another replay to show you. Good recovery by Pickett. And he's 6'10", and he's got the wingspan that he can affect just about any shot. Lacrosse spins around, swings it outside. Sefton can hit from out there, but not this time. Offensive board, Kellen Pickett. Jumper comes up short. Sefton in the paint. Lacrosse will try again. Short this time. (20-10) in Blackhawks' favor. Here's Nick McBride looking for help, and he finds Wallace. Catch and shoot three. Wallace got it. Third triple of the game for Owen Wallace. Well, obviously you want your three-point shooting to be a strength and not a weakness, and that's certainly the case for Wallace. But you can't make your living off of three-point shooting. Knights are going to have to get some good looks on the interior. That ball's knocked away as Pardon thought he had the rebound. Blackhawk ball.
Blackhawk fans, welcome to the court. Number 20, a 6'4" junior guard, Jaden O'Neal.
Jaden O'Neal, the junior, comes into the game and gets a rousing welcome from this crowd. Pickett going to spot up, and he almost knocked it down. I thought for a second that was going to bounce in. It did not. That's where longtime sportscaster Tim Brando would say, the iron unkind. Over to Adam McBride. McBride lost it, and that one goes right to Principal Mark Harmon, who's over there at the door. Mark Harmon used to coach baseball here at Blackhawk Christian, won a couple of state championships. You'll see a lot of banners hanging here in the gym at Mark Davidson Court. Long pass to O'Neal. Lob to Pickett. He's able to make the catch. Well, when you're 6'10", you can make those tough catches. Sefton for three. Book it. Bryce Sefton from downtown. Blackhawk sets up their press again. Well, when your last name is Sefton, you're almost expected to be a sharp shooter. You could say that about Bryce. We've seen his brother Drake knock down a three today as well. Down to 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Norwell riding a 3-game winning streak. Blackhawk Christian comes in at 3-1 on the season. Their only loss was to Avon as McBride fakes the three. Swings it outside to Gary Riley. Riley on the drive, feeds it to McBride. Nick McBride, that three's too strong. Boy, the McBride brothers have gone cold here in this first half. Been a lot of zone defense by these Knights, and now Jaden O'Neal tries to join the three-point party, but that three is an air ball. And Norwell comes the other way. Adam McBride down the floor. Tries to make his move and goes outside. Nick McBride, the feed to Adam. Adam into the paint. Got it. First field goal of the game for Adam McBride. Poked away, ball's on the deck, and the Knights scoop it up. That's Josh McBride spinning around, and he puts it in. The freshman scores in transition. Josh McBride finally on the board. Well, sometimes it's just a matter of time before a great athlete gets it going, and McBride rips it away from Pickett. Adam McBride with the pickpocket. But the three won't fall. Again, Bryce Sefton very close to that timeline. Deep three, Lacrosse in and out. Pickett goes for the board. He's got it, but missed his shot. Kellen Pickett still scoreless from the field. He's a guy who averages 20 points per game, and this zone defense that Norwell has played has meant that Pickett has not gotten a lot of easy opportunities. Of course, the opportunities rarely come easy, when you play down in the post. Wallace gets it over to McBride. That's Adam McBride. Well, Norwell could hold for the final shot here. Let's see if that's what they do. Clock's down to 51 seconds. Nick McBride with the feed over to Riley. Long possession, no surprise here with the clock being where it is. It's at 30 seconds now. Back out to Adam McBride. Norwell has 4 threes as a team in this game. No guarantee that that's what they'll go for here. And it looks like Norwell is indeed going to play for the final shot of the half. Clock's down to 7. McBride, turnaround shot, in and out. Battle for the ball. Pickett gets it. And he's going to go for the 3/4 court heave, but it's long. Halftime here at Blackhawk Christian. The Braves did take a 10-point lead there in that second quarter. However, the Knights fought back toward the end. They ended the first half on a 4-0 run. Right now, we will get a few words in from our sponsors. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Chioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. It is the Braves of Blackhawk Christian leading Norwell 23-17. However, Kellen Pickett has been held scoreless throughout this entire game, and the McBride brothers are each averaging double figures in points per game. So far, Adam McBride and Josh McBride are the only McBride brothers to have scored. More on that when we return. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Down 3, 2, 1.
To the ball. PSM performance has helped me in every aspect of the game. Working with Zach has definitely been super influential. Getting stronger in the weight room, all the agility work, sprinting, jumping. It's just really increased my game in volleyball and also my speed and my strength.
Back here at halftime, the Blackhawk Christian Braves lead the Norwell Knights by a score of 23-17. Braves did take a 10-point lead in that second quarter, but Norwell got 4 straight points, which ultimately served to close out the first half. Going to read off the first half scoring leaders for you. Owen Wallace is the leading scorer for Norwell. He's got 9 points. He's hit 3 threes. Gary Riley has also hit a 3. He's also got a grand total of 3 points in this game. Adam McBride has 3 points. Josh McBride has 2. Nick McBride has been held scoreless. Those are all the scores. That's right, the McBride brothers have been held to 5 points combined in this game. Yet they're only down 6, certainly within striking distance in this game. For Blackhawk Christian, Bryce Sefton is their leading scorer with 8 points. He's hit 2 threes. Drake Sefton has 5 points. He's hit a 3. Briggs Pardon has 7 points, and Bryce Lacrosse has 3. Kellen Pickett has been held scoreless for this game. Norwell doesn't have a whole lot of size. The biggest guy on their roster is Ryan Thornton, who stands in at 6'4". We have not yet seen him on the court. Of all the guys who have been on the court tonight, Josh and Adam McBride have been the tallest guys. Those two stand in at 6'2". Haven't had anybody taller than that on the floor the Knights haven't had. And yet Kellen Pickett has been held scoreless, and a big reason for that is this zone defense. We've seen the 2-3 zone, we've seen the 3-2 zone for Norwell, and that's a type of defense that can make it very difficult to get good looks on the interior, and Kellen Pickett has not had a lot of great looks on the interior thanks to that zone that Norwell has employed throughout the course of this game, and yet Blackhawk has been able to lead most of the way through. Blackhawk has been able to score in a variety of ways. For Norwell early on, it was the three-point shooting. We did see Blackhawk get to the interior a few times early on in the ball game. But that 2-3 zone did have an effect on him. However, Blackhawk has scored more of a variety of ways than what Norwell has so far in this game. A couple more words from our sponsors before we go any further. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit TJWindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, it is 23-17 here at Blackhawk Christian. When we come back, we'll get you some scores from around the area. You're watching high school boys basketball right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
23-17, Blackhawk Christian leads Norwell at the half here at Mark Davidson Court. Do have some scores to update you on. Homestead leads New Haven 21-20. That game's in the second quarter over there at Armstrong Arena on the campus of New Haven High School. We've also got another non-conference matchup between Woodland and Leo. That's 2 teams out of the East Allen County Schools District. We'll check on that here in a second. Looks like that might be a close one. It is a close one. They're in the third quarter. Leo leads Woodland 27-25. Leo having a good season under first-year head coach Derek Heinen. They beat Wayne in the opener. Of course, Wayne has since surged to win their last 3, including winning last night at Snyder. But again, it's a close game over there in Woodburn, Indiana, with the Lions leading 27-25 over the Woodland Warriors. Those are the scores of games we've got going on here in the area, as we're just about a minute away from the start of the second half between Blackhawk Christian and Norwell. We're back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Down 3, 2, 1.
Quick to the ball. PSM performance has helped me in every aspect of the game. Working with Zach has definitely been super influential. Getting stronger in the weight room, all the agility work, sprinting, jumping. It's just really increased my game in volleyball and also my speed and my strength.
(23-17) in favor of Blackhawk Christian as we get ready to start the second half between the Knights and the Braves. Third quarter coming your way. Both of these teams are in Class 3A. They're not in the same sectional. Blackhawk actually has moved up a class. They were once in 2A and now have moved up to 3A. And they are in the Garrett sectional this year. That's the same sectional that features Concordia, Dwenger, DeKalb, East Noble, Garrett, and Leo. Garrett and Leo both doing very well under first-year head coaches this year. Norwell is in the Belmont sectional, along with, of course, Belmont, Heritage, Mississinewa, and New Haven, as well as Marion. Pickett just fired that one into the crowd, and the Braves turn it over on their first possession. So they're in different sectionals. Blackhawk is in sectional 21, and Norwell is in sectional 22, so it's a chance that they could see each other come regionals. If not in regionals, then in semi-state perhaps. They feed that ball over to Nick McBride, the sophomore. Norwell shot it well from beyond the arc early on in the game. They've only got 2 made 2-point baskets. Boy, Pardon had a steal right in his hands, and he knocks it out of bounds. 7:27 to go here in this third quarter. Just couldn't keep a hold on the ball. Nick McBride gets the inbound. 7:23 on the clock, and McBride comes across the timeline. Here's Adam McBride into the paint. Contested shot. Wouldn't go, and Drake Sefton's got the board. I think that was Bryce Sefton who contested it. And now Bryce with a deep 3, but it's short. And the board comes down to McBride, I do believe. It was McBride, specifically Nick McBride. It's a good chance if you call the name McBride tonight, you're probably going to be right. It'd just be a question of which one. Owen Wallace feeds that one over to the far side. Josh McBride, the lefty, misses the 3. Luke Mansfield looking for help, and he finds Drake Sefton. Pickett still scoreless and stolen from behind by Gary Riley. We're a minute and 40 seconds plus into this second half, and nobody has scored here in the third quarter. Norwell has held Kellen Pickett scoreless. That is incredible on their part. But still trying to work their way back into this game. There's nothing fancy that Blackhawk Christian's doing on defense. They're playing a lot of man-to-man defense. Basically, they're just staying with the guys they're guarding. Wallace had space at first until Sefton closed him out. And we've gone past 2 minutes into this third quarter, and still nobody has scored. Josh McBride behind the back. Contested 3, Riley, air ball. Drake Sefton feeds it around as Bryce Sefton fakes his shot, and he's fouled from behind. That basket will not count. It was a heck of a pass, though. Sefton went with a behind-the-back pass to Pickett. Unfortunately, his basket won't count. 5:27 to go here in the third. Sefton fires it in. That's Luke Mansfield. Entry pass to Pickett. Bobbled and knocked away. Well, obviously you can do a lot of things when you're 6'10", but when you got to receive those bounce passes, that's when guys start swiping at the ball. Back to Pickett. Norwell in a 2-3 zone. Sefton for three. It's good. That goes as Sefton's third three ball of the game. Now, granted, his first one was a miraculous type of three. Knocked away by Pardon. Just enough space. And gathered by Drake Sefton. And a timeout called by Blackhawk. I thought for a second there they might call a jump ball, and the arrow would have favored Norwell had they called it, but that was not the case. Instead, they give the timeout to Matt Roth. Go ahead and take a look at our latest replay. It's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Well, this was good ball movement that set up Bryce Sefton. He had great space and took advantage of it. When you give a shooter like Sefton that kind of space, you're usually asking for trouble. Bryce Sefton comes into this game as just a 26% three-point shooter, but he can knock him down at a high total. Pickett, pull-up jumper, short. He's still scoreless for the game, but Luke Mansfield, the offensive board, and there's Bryce Sefton with three ball number 4. And the student section saying, you can't stop him, as they're decked out in their Christmas garb. Now, I saw one fan who was not in the student section, by the way, wearing a T-shirt that says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. That's easy pickings for Bryce Sefton. Flips it off, and the shot goes. Luke Mansfield puts it in. And Mike McBride wants a timeout. First timeout that they've used. Well, now we've got a couple of replays worth showing you. You know, sometimes your best scorer just doesn't have his night, but Bryce Sefton is having his night. 4 threes in this game. You just saw on that last replay the fourth one that he's made. And then a little miscommunication on the part of the Knights. And Bryce Sefton has an easy scoop. Kind of a no-look pass, and Mansfield was kind of surprised that the ball came to him. He must have been expecting Sefton to go up with that thing, but nonetheless, he kind of juggled it around with his right hand and put it in. 4:03 to go in this third quarter as the Blackhawk Christian Braves lead it 31-17. This is their largest lead of the game. And so far they've held Norwell scoreless here in the third quarter. I believe that was Mansfield's first bucket of this game. And indeed it was, as we check the scoreboard over to the right side of the gym. Right side as you watch it and as we watch it. Norwell's been held scoreless so far this quarter. Nick McBride trying to help change all that. He gets the ball to Josh McBride. Adam McBride on the attack, and he puts it in high off the glass. Just 5 points so far for Adam McBride. The McBride brothers have been held in check for much of this game. Sefton, he was feeling it, but he couldn't hit that one. Hard to believe that he's only shooting 26% from the three-point line for the season so far. Tough shot is good. Josh McBride, the sophomore. Well, Norwell closed out the third quarter with 4 straight points to get it to a 6-point game. They've had 4 straight points here. They're back in their zone defense. Out to Mansfield. He'll let it fly. No good. Rebound comes down to Nick McBride. And the Knights can get this back to a single-digit game. Wallace has hit 3 threes. I'm surprised he didn't let that one fly. Back to Wallace. He's got Pickett guarding him. Of course, Pickett did give him a little bit of space, but Pickett's 6'10". Got a long wingspan. Wallace looking for help. Gets it to McBride. That's Nick McBride, the sophomore. And we've got a foul. Looks like an offensive foul on the Knights. And it's on Owen Wallace. Second team foul against Norwell. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. A wide open Sefton. Boy, if he had caught and fired that thing, it would have been wide open. Good closeout that time by Wallace. Pickett under the basket, trying to get something going. Sefton will try again, not this time. Rebound pulled down by Ryan Thornton. Knights can get this back to a single-digit game. McBride working on Sefton. He goes outside to Wallace. Wallace outside to Ryan Thornton. Thornton taking a long time to move the rock. Getting close to a 5-second violation, but he's bailed out as Pickett gets called for the foul.
Blackhawk foul is called on number 4, Kelvin Pickett. That's his second team first this quarter.
Only the second personal foul against Kellen Pickett. And we've got 1:35 to go in this third quarter. Wallace will inbound right in front of the student section. That is a packed student section if there's ever been one. This is a small gym here at Mark Davidson Court. But these Braves fans, they pack the gym tight when the Braves are in town. McBride's 3 won't go. Drake Sefton closed in on him. Pardon trying to go through traffic. He's fouled.
Norwell fouls on number 24, Nick McBride. That's his first 2.
Homestead and New Haven are now at halftime. Homestead leads that one 26-21. Our game is over at Armstrong Arena, which is not too terribly far from here. I'd say it's probably about a 10 to 12 minute drive, give or take. Pickett's 3 comes up short. He hasn't hit a 3 all night. He hasn't hit anything all night. Hand to Owen Wallace. His 3 is no good. Easy board, though, for Kellen Pickett. He's done plenty of that. And he's also got a blocked shot in this game. Sefton on the attack, swings it out. Lacrosse, the freshman, through a sea of navy blue, couldn't finish. Rebound comes back to him. Sefton for 3. You gotta be kidding me. 5 triples in this game for Bryce Sefton. Have a night, young man. Adam McBride has it. And I'd have to check on this with Joel Cotton, but I think the school record for single-game threes belongs to Isaac Smith. Just 2 years ago against Marquette Catholic, I believe it was either 8 threes or 9 threes. Bryce Sefton's got 5 in this game. Josh McBride gets rid of the ball, but the clock's down to 10 seconds. Norwell's got to go to work here. Nick McBride finds Adam. Clock down to 4. McBride blocked by Pickett. Out of bounds with 1.7 on the timer. Well, Pickett hasn't scored today, but he's made an impact on the defensive end, and we've seen his rebounding play a role as well for Blackhawk. 1.7. Norwell's got time to get a shot off here, and it's going to be a quick heave. That won't go. That was Josh McBride. 34-21. Blackhawk Christian leads Norwell. Going to the fourth quarter on SummitCitySports.com.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
34-21 in favor of Blackhawk Christian. They're up 13 over Norwell, and Bryce Sefton has 5 threes in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, the single game record here at Blackhawk Christian belongs to Isaac Smith. He hit 9 threes in a game against Marquette Catholic, at least I think it was 9, just 2 years ago around the Christmas break. That was a Merry Christmas indeed for Isaac Smith and the Braves. They went on to win that game. Here's Nick McBride, who feeds it off to Josh McBride. Blocked by Pickett into the hands of Drake Sefton. Drake will let his older brother run by him. Bryce Sefton, the catch and shoot. Book it again! 3-ball number 6, Bryce Sefton. It's the Bryce Sefton show here at Blackhawk Christian. Nick McBride, the sophomore, with it for Norwell. His 16-point lead is the largest of the day for Blackhawk Christian. Wallace, the feed. Wallace, the dish outside. Riley able to gather it before it crosses the timeline. 6:57 on the clock. Here's Wallace. Riley wanted to shoot it. He hit an early 3 to get Norwell on the board. McBride inside. Josh McBride just got the pass off. Here's Nick McBride trying to back down. Deep 3. Adam McBride, short. To his right goes Pardon. Count it, and a foul. And Pardon ran into the official on his way as Gary Riley commits his third first-team foul against Norwell. Briggs Pardon ran into Riley, ran into the official, and he could have run into those cameramen down there. Thank goodness he did not. He couldn't have run into anybody from Wayne TV. They've already left. As McBride feeds that one over to Riley. That's a deep 3. Nick McBride, no good. Well, the threes were falling early for Norwell. Not so lately here in this fourth quarter. Lacrosse was thinking about it. 2-3 zone again. Out to Drake Sefton. Sefton feeds that one to Pickett on the baseline. Sefton's going to fire again, a deep one. That won't fall. Lacrosse couldn't put it back. And here comes Josh McBride down the floor. McBride working on the fellow freshman, Lacrosse. I should say his freshman counterpart. And Lacrosse commits the foul.
Blackhawk fouls number 12, Bryce Lacrosse.
Tough shot off the side of the backboard from McBride. Adam McBride saves it just in time. And Nick McBride right at the rim. His shot is long. That's Bryce Sefton with the board. Cross-court pass, Bryce Lacrosse. The lob goes high, and Drake Sefton puts it in. I thought that was meant for Kellen Pickett. It goes right to Drake Sefton instead. Wallace swings that one over to Nick McBride. 5:08 and change. Well, not in change. I should say 5:08 and counting. Now 5:01. McBride, change in direction. Adam McBride, contested 3, too strong, and Pickett has the board. He's done that well tonight. His rebounding and his block shots. I believe he's got 2 block shots tonight. Little no-look feed to Drake Sefton. And Mike McBride wants a timeout. Either coach used a timeout in the first half. Mike McBride's had to use 2 here in the second half. Matt Roth's only had to use 1. Well, we'll go ahead and show you a couple replays. Here's the first one. This one features a guy who you might say is the man of the hour. Bryce Sefton, 6 threes in this game. 6 threes, incredible night for the young man. Came into this game shooting 26% from beyond the arc, but we've seen him through the course of his career, especially last year. This is a guy who can shoot the 3 very effectively. Well, Briggs Pardon going right through traffic here, draws the foul and bumps into the official. Excuse me there, sir. Gets the shot to go and hits the free throw as well. Now, Kellen Pickett's been quiet scoring-wise tonight. He's rebounded well, though, and on this particular possession, he gets an assist. Little no-look feed to Drake Sefton, and the freshman cashes in on it. This 23-point lead is Blackhawks' largest. 4:46 to go here in this fourth quarter as Norwell tries to fight their way back into it. Got a long way to go, though. That's going to be Briggs Pardon called for the foul. Second team foul on Blackhawk. Nick McBride will handle the point for Norwell. It is a man-to-man set for Blackhawk Christian. Adam McBride goes baseline. Nick McBride for 3. He's got it. Nick McBride finally on the board. It has not been a great night scoring-wise for the McBride brothers. Those are the leading scorers for these nights as Lacrosse's 3 doesn't fall. Sefton's putback doesn't go. Josh McBride, 3 in transition, won't fall. Pardon right through that zone defense. He's fouled. Well, one of the purposes of the zone defense is to prevent or at least cut down on the dribble penetration game. But when you get a guy driving into the paint, it can leave you susceptible to committing some fouls on the interior, and that's what Norwell just did. So Briggs Pardon right back to the free throw line. His first one goes short.
Returning to action for the Braves, number 20,
Jaden O'Neal comes into the game. Pardon, a 69% free throw shooter coming into this game. He gets his second.
And welcome to the lineup for the Braves. Number 5 is a 5'11" junior guard, Peyton Reinhardt.
Peyton Reinhardt checks into the game. He makes his first appearance in this game as Norwell is down by 21. They've been down by as many as 23 today. Nick McBride feeds that one over to Thornton. Inside Wallace, little shot fake, another shot fake. Turnaround shot blocked, but a foul on Bryce Lacrosse.
Blackhawk fouls called number 12, Bryce Lacrosse. That's his second, team third.
That foul was in the act of shooting, so Josh McBride, the southpaw, will go to the line. And he's got his first one.
Back on deck for the Knights, number 2, Owen Wallace.
Owen Wallace re-enters for Norwell. 3:41 to go in regulation here at Mark Davidson Court. Norwell was riding a 3-game winning streak coming into this game. Blackhawk Christian trying to bounce back from their most recent loss to Avon. They are, however, 3-1 on the year. Has been a good season for the Braves. 2-3 zone again by Norwell. Jaden O'Neal back in there for Blackhawk Christian. Little no-look pass to Bryce Lacrosse. His three is good. Lacrosse with his second three of the game. As a student section chance, he's a freshman. That he is. That foul's going to be on Bryce Sefton. Into the game comes Kyler Wood, another freshman.
To the game, number 11, 6-foot freshman guard, Kyler Wood.
Well, Kyler Wood wears number 11. That's the same number worn by Isaac Smith when he played here at Blackhawk. He's that guy who hit 9 threes 2 years ago against Marquette Catholic as Lacrosse blocks the three. And I say that because Bryce Sefton has 6 threes in this game, but he has gone to the bench. I don't know if that means that his night is done or what, but Jaden O'Neal knocks down the triple. O'Neal gets on the board for the first time tonight. Poked away by Lacrosse. The freshman with the steal, and he's fouled.
Norwell fouls call number 12, Adam McBride. That's his second. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Adam McBride called for the foul.
6'3" and senior forward, Christian Webster.
Christian Webster into the game, and he'll fire right away off the inbound. That three won't fall. Josh McBride comes down with the board for Norwell. McBride on the attack, the blow by, and the bucket. Well, Josh McBride up to 8 points for the game. It has been a struggle for him and the rest of his brothers, but Adam McBride gets the takeaway as we approach the 2-minute mark. Catch and shoot three. Nick McBride rolls it around and in. Two threes for Nick McBride in this game as Lacrosse gets double-teamed. A catch-and-shoot three, Peyton Reinhardt. That's no good. Tap back out to O'Neal. He'll let the three fly, and it won't fall. Adam McBride steps back. Nick on the attack, feeds it out to Ryan Thornton. Now the Norwell fans telling him to shoot it. There's not much time on the clock. There's 1:26. Well, if Norwell wants to get back in this game, they got to get a shot off quick. McBride down the baseline, out to Wallace. His three is good. Well, it's a 17-point game off that made three. Wallace has 4 threes in this game. Of course, on the Blackhawks side, Bryce Sefton has 6. Reinhardt, the step-back three, knocks it down. Peyton Reinhardt from beyond the arc. Ryan Thornton on the other end. His three won't fall, and Lacrosse collects the board for Blackhawk. Reinhardt thinking about trying again, leans in. A little long on the shot, but we're inside the final minute. Oh, good hustle there by O'Neal, and then Lacrosse joins the hustle party. A bank shot won't go. Lacrosse gets the board and gets fouled. Threw up kind of a wild shot there, but Bryce Lacrosse is going to the free throw line.
9 fouls on number 24, Nick McBride. That's his second, team fourth. At the line for the Braves, number 12, Bryce Lacrosse shooting 2.
Bryce Lacrosse has hit 2 threes off the bench tonight. He's able to hit the first free throw there. And some more backups will come in for Blackhawk, including Owen Salik and Luke Metzler.
Number 33, Luke Metzler. Number 10, Owen Salik. And number 25, Isaac Staten.
Beg your pardon, Salik comes into the game. That's how it's pronounced. As Lacrosse hits both of his free throws, 26.2 left to play here at Mark Davidson Court. That was Cade Thornton bringing the ball across the timeline for the Knights. Extra pass over to Riley. This will probably be the last Norwell possession of the game as Thornton gets the feed. Miscommunication on that pass, and the Knights turn it over with 4.2 on the clock. Salick just brings it across the timeline to close it out, and Blackhawk is your winner tonight here at Mark Davidson Court. Well, Matt Roth, the head coach, only had to use one of his timeouts tonight. It was a very efficient game put together by the Blackhawk Christian Braves. You might be surprised to hear that Kellen Pickett was held scoreless in this game, a guy who averages 20 points per game, but he did make an impact with his shot blocking. He blocked 2 shots and had plenty of rebounds in this game and even had an assist on a basket by Drake Sefton. But for our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, we are going to recognize Bryce Sefton. Bryce Sefton hits 6 threes in this game. He scores 20 points total. Does not get the school record, but an impressive night nonetheless. Bryce Sefton is your PSM player of the game. Now we're going to pause right here as they'll have a post-game prayer at half court. That's a tradition here at Blackhawk Christian. Well, that is your ball game. Blackhawk Christian wins it 56-34 over Norwell, and that's going to do it for us here at Mark Davidson Court. The Braves improve to 4-1. The Knights fall to 3-2. For my camera woman, Brenna Spooler, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Mark Davidson Court. Braves win it 56-34 on